382 days ago, I pre-ordered this guy, and finally, he arrives. Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at the Tiger Force Outback, the Target exclusive, or should I say the Target elusive, the one that we never thought was going to come. We just thought they were going to charge our card over and over and over and over and over and over. You know what? I don't think I have enough space on my phone to say how many times they've charged us over and over and over before we finally got this thing in hand. And I'm excited. I'm extremely excited. But before we get into it, let's take a second, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and definitely hit that bell notification because maybe you've been waiting 380 some days for me to finally do a review on this. And now you're finally going to get it. So let's first get into it. I can't speak for everyone, Brent, but mine came in a Target box, not just a bag. Maybe they know I do reviews and they want to make sure, hey, the box looks nice, not just thrown in a bag. Maybe just they think I'm special. I don't know. I've seen some people's come in bags, but mine came in a box with bubble wrap in it and everything. Crazy that someone could box it properly. The horror stories that I've seen, I thought they were trying to compete with Walmart to say, hey, you know what? We can do it worse than you. But anyway, let's get on to this because I've waited a long time. So not only are we going to review the figure, I'm going to compare him to my original Outback. I do not have a Tiger Force Outback. And yes, this is my original. And this poor guy, he's seen better days. He's got a broken crotch. He's got a yellow shirt. His survival is barely there. You can tell his hair has been sun bleached. We're going to compare him to that. The weapons that he comes with, he's not complete. But anyway, let's look at this guy. So we still got a window package. How I thought this would be like these would be the last window packages because they come out like years upon years upon years after the other figures. So anyway, there he is. He's old. When they released the figures, he still had red hair, but he grayed over the time we had waited. Anyway, so here he is, Tiger Force. He looks awesome. On the side, there he is again, and there we have number 39, and then kind of like the Cobra Island. I'm not sure if this is still supposed to be on Cobra Island, but this is Tiger Force. So it kind of gives you a map of where it's going to be. Now, this is a Target exclusive. It is sold out. They have shown renders of the actual Outback, the normal one. That will be, your imagining of this one. I will post an Amazon link to that if you want to order it. So let's stop looking at me. Let's finally take a look at this marvelous figure and then go from there. All right, so we got the figure out. Quickly, here's the Tiger Force in the back. So we do have this here, like that. There you go. Again, I do keep all my boxes. I have an issue with the numbers. Number 39. I have them all in order. Yes, I have issues. So let's take a look at Outback, and I'm gonna say the first just look at him, and he might be my favorite figure. I just think this face sculpt is absolutely outstanding. And this is the first time I'm seeing it in person. So, looking at his headband, obviously this guy is going to the jungle. We know he likes living out in the woods. The paint looks awesome. Again, going with the old man hair. I understand that the new figure, when he comes, he's going to have red hair. So people are going to say, hey, how does that work in my continuity? And I'm going to say, I don't care. I think they both look awesome. But this face sculpt is absolutely awesome. This guy looks rugged, and he looks, I mean, he just looks ready to take on whoever the hell Cobra or anyone else puts in front of him. And he's clearly, like, he is so proud of being part of Tiger Force that that he wears the t-shirt with the logo right on it. Here he has his straps, got a sidearm. There's his, um, I'm sorry, that's where his, yeah, flashlight will go, knife. So let's quickly, we'll take a look at him. Let's hope he doesn't break, because who knows where he's been forever. So up, down, left, right, pinless. Look at that. You can see the hair on his arms. It doesn't really look that great. It doesn't look great in the video here, but let me just tell you, it looks awesome. So let's get him up into a nice T-pose, no issues, bicep swivel, double joints, having no issues bending him. He feels solid, it doesn't feel gummy. But it's out a little. Again, pinless. Seems a little tight there, no big deal. Then he has your ankle, your thigh swivel. The Jean-Claude Van Damme. He doesn't get as much as some of the other figures. Still has the drop down hips. As I mentioned, that's the best way to do it. Boot cut, ankle rockers, and I think this guy looks awesome. Absolutely amazing. So, quickly, let's take a look at him compared to the original Outback. And as I said, I don't have everything for my Outback. He's definitely not complete. Now, I do remember he had some sort of strap that went over. Unfortunately, I don't have that. So, just to compare him on the looks, you look at the hair, look at that face sculpt, and this was seriously one of the, this is seriously, in my opinion, still one of the best O-Ring looking figures. I'm going to have to get a better looking one, but his hair's, goes over his little bandana here. Got the nice beard. Nice tied in the back. I mean, it looks absolutely awesome. Since we're looking at the back here, he does have camouflage pants. It's kind of hard to see. And then he has a knife here. The knife will go on the boot over here. Here's where his flashlight's going to go. Flashlight's right there. Let's see here. Looking at his belt. Looks good. He has a full crotch. But once again, as I said, my figure's kind of been broken. He just had the lace-up boots, I think, look much better. Sleeves are going to come right over the bicep, and you can tell this guy is not big, but he is ripped. This guy is probably doing pull-ups and push-ups all day long, and to me, looks absolutely amazing. Quickly, we'll take a look at the backpacks. So, you can see this guy, he's carrying a bunch of stuff, all these pouches. And I think they did a pretty good job. They even put the straps going down, just like the original. They made this to look more realistic, in my opinion. It doesn't have these little points up here. I'm sure that's for a reason, but I have no idea what it is. And here you can see that they have a peg system, so you can put the weapon, the submachine gun, on it, but it does have a strap, so why do I need to do that, right? But I will need to put his shovel. So he doesn't have anything here, but the shovel goes on the side. And again, it's cool. This guy's going to use dig ditches, different things like that. Here's his flashlight. I wish I had the flashlight. It is very similar So the military style flashlight that they used. Again, here's his knife. All right, that's going to go on his boot. Now, he does not have a sidearm, which really makes no sense. You would think a survivalist would also have a sidearm, but they definitely did give him one. Here, a little bit of paint app. You know, why he would wrap it, who knows. Looks like this is supposed to be for a flashlight. That's what I would assume. But it has a hole, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe that's supposed to be a suppressor. I don't know. And then we'll look at the gun, and again, I lost mine. Okay, I'm back. So, here's his original gun. And then here is the reimagined gun. And as you can see, it looks very similar. It does have a removable clip. So let's throw this thing in it. And looks kind of big, in my opinion. But I'll get over that. But you can tell that they definitely reimagined this. They did give him a handle so he can hold it there. They have the strap. I love the strap. This always had some sort of system that you're supposed to be able to put a scope on it. They gave him a scope. So it looks like it's supposed to be on some sort of rail system, so you can change it just like a regular M4. Maybe this is supposed to be a modified M4 without a stock. It's hard to say. This definitely isn't an M4. But I think it looks awesome. So let's get this guy completely in frame here. And let's load him up. So I don't like, I like the fact that we can take off the sheath here. I'm not a big fan of it being on the boot and can be moved around. Again, here you can see it's kind of bent. So it means it's definitely going to bend the knife while it's in there. So we'll try and figure out a way to straighten that out. Here's the flashlight. I like how that slides in. It's nice and smooth. I like that they've thinned out the straps here. They're not big and clunky like some of the earlier stuff. And again, on this one here, it would have just pegged right in. He does have his pouches. Guess I didn't point that out. He does have the pouches. Gloves. Sidearm. Throw it down here. Well, it looks nice. Then his back. So his harness just kind of matches up. I did hear somebody say that they dropped theirs and it already broke the peg out. I haven't had that issue, but I could definitely see that if they fall, it might cause a problem. So we can kind of throw this up here, make him walk around. I'm going to have him holding out a sidearm. But let's be honest, I want this guy holding his submachine gun, his rifle, whatever you want to call this. If I can get it in his hand. Anyway, while you're waiting, make sure you go and subscribe, like the video. There we go. So, there he is. And he stands perfectly fine. No issues. Backpack kind of just sagging there. I guess I can fix this here. All right. No issues. Backpack's not too heavy. He doesn't fall over. No, I'm not going to sit here and fuss with him and pose him while you guys are watching, because let's be honest, I hope you guys have better things to do than watch. You know what? I don't. I hope you guys have nothing better to do than to watch all my videos, because it definitely helps me out. So there we go. Let's wrap this up and we can talk about this figure. All right. So that is our Tiger Force Outback. You know, anytime that you don't have a stock. Pose it. Sometimes it kind of gets difficult. I don't think I'm going to have an issue posing him and getting you in some pretty good action poses. Um, I think this figure looks absolutely amazing. That head sculpt is seriously figure of the year, possibly. I said it about Storm Shadow. I think Storm Shadow is awesome. I see this figure. I don't know if he can be considered figure of the year because he was shown to us so long ago. But he's here now. So now I have the Python Patrol bat. Thinking the Vipers are in the state of Michigan right now. I might have the first wave, all three, over a year later. That's amazing. Oh gosh, man. Anyway, I'm just gonna ramble. Listen, if you can pick up this figure, I'm gonna tell you pick it up. Just looking at him, I mean, he looks good. He looks good. Let's see here. I guess I'm gonna have a complaint now that I'm looking at him. Is that I do have an issue with the paint app. So, unfortunately, look at that. The skin kind of goes up onto the arm. I guess I have to hide it. I really like this figure. Even with that. Face looks awesome. And Tiger looks awesome. I'm just rambling now. Like I don't even know what to say. It's Michigan. It's November 9th. I was outside skateboarding. I think it's gonna be the last day I'm gonna be outside skateboarding till at least the new year. Probably March. So want to take advantage of it. I knew this guy was coming. Came home. Boom. And I was expecting him to be in a bag, but he came in a box with bubble wrapping. How things should be shipped. It's kind of crazy. So I'm gonna get out of here. You know the drill. Take a second, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that bell notification. As I mentioned before, any content of anyone that you watch, if you enjoy their content, you need to be hitting that like button. I know it's so easy to forget, but hit that like button because it definitely does help the analytics when it comes to Facebook, YouTube. That's how they want to push things out. I've rambled on. This video is going to be probably longer than most of you want, but I think some of you guys enjoy seeing me ramble and ramble and ramble. So I did it for you. I will post a link to Amazon. Again, I'm an Amazon affiliate. Anytime you click on one of the links and order anything, whether it be something that's in the link or anything, it does help the channel grow. It helps me so I can purchase more figures and, review them for everyone. And other than that paint app there, little paint issue around the arms, it does kind of bother me. I'm not going to lie. But I'll get over it. That's really the only gripe I have with this figure. Well, other than it took over a year to get. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. You know the drill. I already said that. I already said that you know the drill. Why am I saying it again? Why am I rambling on? Anyway, I've lost it. I've lost it. Anyway, Punks with Toys on Facebook group. I post a link to that too. Instagram, Twitter, A Punk with Toys. Follow, join, do all that good stuff. I'm out of here. Have a wonderful day and happy toy hunting.